Hey, Kitabays, how are you? Hope you're all doing well. We're going to continue learning about Pesach and about the Haggadah. So the other day you did this page with the 4 cups of wine. Today we're going to continue with learning two things. Number one, the Ka'ara, the Seder plate, and number two, our first step of the Seder, making Kiddush. So we'll start with the Ka'ara. If you turn your Haggadah to this page, you see that there are 6 items on the Seder plate. And they are the zroa, the bone, the betza, the egg, maror, the bitter herbs, charoses, the mixture of wine, nuts, and apples, karpas, the vegetable dipped in salt water, and chazeres, which is the romaine lettuce, also with maror. Now I'm going to show you another picture right here with a little bit more explanation and some actual pictures of these 6 items. So hang on, I'm going to open it up. And here you are. Nope, that wasn't it. It is here. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one, karpas. Karpas is a vegetable, and it could be any green vegetable. It could be onion, it could be potatoes, it could be celery, it could be parsley, it could even be a carrot. Some people do use carrots. And an interesting thing about the karpas is that the karpas, if you take the word and you play with the letters, you move the letters around, you have samach, and you have the word perach. Samach stands for 600,000, because the letter samach is 60, and if you multiply that by 10,000, you get 600,000. And there were 600,000 Jewish people who were slaves, and the work was done in a way of perach. Perach means back-breaking labor, very hard work. So when we eat the karpas, we remember how the Jews were slaves in Egypt, and they shed tears. They were crying because it was so hard and they were so sad. So we eat vegetables dipped in salt water to remember the tears that the Jewish people had when they were in Mitzrayim. Okay, the next thing, the Beitza, the egg, a hard-boiled egg. In the Beis Hamikdash on the Yom Tov, on the holidays, there was a special korban brought, a special sacrifice called the korban chagiga. And to remember that, we set an egg on our Seder plate. It reminds us of the korban chagiga. The next item, the chazeres. Now, some rabbis said that the chazeres was romaine lettuce. Some say it was actually maror, but we have the minhag of putting some romaine lettuce on our Seder plate. And some people even have the custom is that they put maror in there as well. And some use the chazeres, the romaine lettuce, for both maror and chazeres. Okay, maror. This is probably the least favorite part of the Seder plate. But this is ground horseradish, and it's very, very sharp. And it reminds us of the bitter times the Jewish people had in slavery in Mitzrayim. Now, a little bit lower on this page, you have the charoses, which is a mixture of apples, nuts, and wine, and it resembles the mortar and the bricks that Jewish people built for the Egyptians. Next, we have the zeroa. Zeroa literally means an arm. In this case, it's a bone of a chicken, and we have it at our Seder plate to remember the korban Pesach, the Pesach sacrifice. Nowadays, we don't offer sacrifices anymore. We don't have a mizbeach. We don't do that mitzvah. But to remember it, we have an item on our table to remind us of that sacrifice. That is the 6. Those are the 6 items on the Seder plate. We're going to go back to our Haggadah. And on this page, you have the 15 steps of the Seder, Kadesh, all the way through Nirtzah. And today we're going to start the first step. The first step is Kiddush, also pronounced as Kadesh, but they're related to the same words. and we are making the day holy by saying Kiddush. And this is our first cup of wine. There are 4 cups of wine we drink at the Seder, and this is the first cup. Now, at the Seder, we are celebrating how the Bnei Yisrael, the Jewish people, went free from Egypt. They were freed from their slavery. So we act in a very royal and free type of way. So when we drink our wine, after each of the 4 cups, we lean to our left, and throughout the Haggadah, you'll see a little pillow anytime we're supposed to be leaning while eating or drinking. So after we make Kiddush, we lean to our left and we drink our first cup of wine. Now, on this page, where it says I have something to say, throughout the Haggadah, when you see this speech bubble that says I have something to say, that's when you can share a Dvar Torah or an insight or something we learned about the Seder or about the Haggadah with the people at your table. Now, you don't need to say all of them, but you could pick some of them to share with the people at your Seder table. So, question, why do we lean when we drink the 4 cups? Now, I'm going to show you the answer, and I want you to write the answer in your Haggadah on the line, or if you need 2 lines, you can write it on both lines, and I'm going to show you. I have it typed up right over here. Why do we lean when we drink the 4 cups? Because on the Seder night, we want to show that we are free. So write that down in your Haggadah.